children. This is Miss Gloria from New Life Church, and this summer we're learning, what does the Bible tell us about us? What does the Bible say about you? What does it say about me? Well, one of the things the Bible says about us is that we can be followers of Jesus. We can follow Jesus. Now, obviously, following Jesus doesn't mean walking along behind him like the people did when he was here on earth, because he's not here on earth. Following Jesus means that we can try to be like Jesus and try to do the things that Jesus would want us to do. But let's hear a story about what happened one time when Jesus first asked people to follow him. Jesus was talking to lots of people. He was telling them all kinds of things about God and all kinds of things they could do to follow God and to follow Jesus. And there were so many people. He was on the shore of a big lake, and there were so many people, he was kind of getting crunched up against the water. And so he had a great idea. He saw a man named Simon Peter had a boat, and he said, "Let me go out in your boat." And they went out in the boat, just a little way out in the water, and then the people could come right up close to the water, but Jesus was out in the boat, and it kept the crowds kind of back where everybody could hear and see, and Jesus told his story about God, and he talked to them about what they should do and so on. And afterwards he said to Simon Peter, "Let's go out into the little deeper water and throw your net into the water and catch some fish." And Simon Peter said, "Well, that's my job, catching fish, but I've been trying to catch fish all night, and night is a good time for catching fish. Day is not a good time for catching fish. And all night I didn't catch anything. Fish are just not out there today. There's not a lot of fish." But he had heard Jesus, and Jesus had really impressed him. He had thought Jesus knew what he was talking about, so he said, "Because you tell me to do it, I'm going to do what you tell me to do." That's how we follow Jesus, by doing what Jesus tells us to do. So he threw the net into the water, and he caught a whole bunch of fish. It was ridiculous. There were a whole bunch of fish. But then what Peter did after that was kind of strange. You'd think he'd be going, "Yay, lots of fish," and be pulling them in. But actually, that isn't what happened. Let's see what happened. When Simon Peter saw this, he fell at Jesus' knees and said, "Go away from me, Lord. I am a sinful man." See, when he saw the thing that had happened and he saw that it was God's power, he felt that he was far away from Jesus and that he couldn't be close to Jesus and he couldn't follow him. So I'm going to show you something that's a little bit like this. Here I have some water, and I have a cup. And I like to pour the water into the cup. But it's a little bit like a game. I have this chopstick here, and the chopstick shows me how far away the cup has to be from the water. I have to keep the cup farther away from the water the length of the chopstick. How am I going to get it in there? Well, it turns out the water likes to follow things. If I pour my water and I don't pour it too hard, it will follow the chopstick. Let's see what happens. I'm going to pour and it will follow the chopstick and go into the cup even though they're kind of far away. Look at that. The water is pouring along the chopstick. It's not even going along the top of the chopstick. It's following along the bottom of the chopstick, and it's going in the cup. Because water likes to follow things. And it's the same way. We can follow Jesus, and we can get to people that we think are kind of far away from Jesus, but maybe they're not as far away from that. Maybe we can help people follow Jesus even if they look sort of far away. What did Jesus actually say to Peter, to Simon Peter and the other people? He said, and Jesus said to Simon, "Don't be afraid. From now on you will fish for people." So they pulled their boats up on the shore, left everything, and followed him. He said that to Simon Peter and to his friends, Andrew and James and John. And so it's the same way. They had all these great fish. They had a job. Jesus had given them lots of fish, but they knew that their job wasn't really to catch fish. It was to catch people. And to remember this, you can make a game to play with if you have some pipe cleaners. I made some pipe cleaners and I made them into people. And there's an activity page that will show you how you can make your pipe cleaners into people. And then you can try to catch people with a chain of people. So here's this person, and he can catch this person, and then maybe this person will catch the next person. That's how it is, you know. Because Jesus was actually a long time ago, but people followed Jesus, and we follow these people, and all the way down. If you have lots of pipe cleaners, you can make a big chain of people to show that we're all following Jesus by following people who follow Jesus, and by reading the Bible written down by people who followed Jesus. So that's one thing we learn from the Bible. We learn that we can follow Jesus. Just like those people in the Bible, we can be followers of Jesus.